Welcome to Coping with Difficult People with Dr. Robert Bramson. You'll learn specific skills for identifying and dealing with all of the difficult, disagreeable, and impossible people in your life. You'll learn how to stand up for yourself in the face of accusations and personal attacks, how to deal with know-it-alls, complainers, negativists, and other difficult behavior types. You'll learn how to avoid being overwhelmed by your own anger, fear, and frustration. You'll acquire techniques for dealing with difficult people wherever you encounter them, at work, at home, in the grocery line, at the gym. And in the process, you'll learn how to get your own point across, build your self-esteem, and reclaim your life. And you'll learn all this from an expert. Dr. Robert Bramson is a psychiatrist, a best-selling author, and a leading authority in the prevention and management of difficult and non-productive behavior. He's a senior partner in Bramson, Parlett & Associates, an executive consulting firm specializing in obtaining optimal individual performance. He's studied working groups in over 200 businesses and organizations, and he's observed and worked with hundreds of people about dealing with troublesome behaviors wherever they occur.
Let's acknowledge one thing from the start, that each one of us at times does things that are irritating or annoying or hard to understand for our friends, our associates, people in our family, and so to that extent we're all a little bit difficult. Let's acknowledge that, get it out of the way. Because what we need to turn our attention to is the fact that there are really some tough customers in this world, some difficult people. What makes them difficult, what makes them different from us, is the fact that difficult people use those behavior patterns over and over again with most of the people with whom they come in contact. They use them in an almost habitual way. They put the targets of their difficult behavior at a disadvantage all the time. They demotivate people. They disrupt situations. They keep people from being productive. They undermine other people's self-esteem. They're impossible people. Thankfully, there are not lots of them. In a typical work group, you're likely to find less than 10% of those people being really tough, difficult people, capital D, capital P. But those tough, difficult people cause at least 50% of the stress, of the lack of productivity, of the demotivation that are in that work group. They undermine the efforts of the other people.
The work, it becomes drudgery. They make it so that the work is twice as difficult to get done because besides dealing with whatever project we're working on,
Sample complete. Ready to continue?